Okay, welcome in everybody. Let's talk about the dig. So, last week we started this very retro game. We did about the first half of it. So, today is going to be the second half of that particular broadcast. Couple of things. If you look down in the About on Twitch, you're going to see a bunch of exclamation commands. A bunch of those are new. I encourage y'all to use them. What I made them for. Second of all, scheduling. Tomorrow, around this time, me and Kat are going to be doing something. We'll probably go back to Cult of the Lamb. That's what we talked about. But I may have accidentally deleted the save file we were using, so we're probably going to use a different save file. Which means nobody's cultists are in it. What can you do? Sometimes your brain just fails, you know? Yay, mental health. Now, that does not mean we're not going to do the Blood of the Triad stream, 6 o'clock tomorrow. That one is still hacking on. We are still absolutely doing that. In fact, that show is still going strong. So, I may go to 2 days a week, Thursday and Friday. Thursday, I plan to do these Wayback Machine old retro game streams, and Friday, 2 streams. The one around this time with Cat and Bose, and then the evening stream is the new episode of our show. So, it's probably the way we're going to do things for a while. Mostly because I need more days in the week to try and work on editing said Blood of the Triad show. Episode 15 was a little bit of a mess. It 12 to 15 hours to edit a 2-hour show. A mess. I did it though. I did it though. All right, let's get to the game. Here's where we left off. We're going to go see if we can save Maggie. Also, let me know how the audio is. If there are any audio issues, let me know. Museum Spire, Tomb Spire. This much I remember from many years ago. Mmm, 90s pixel art. Remember, they were going to make this a movie, but it would, quote-unquote, prohibitively expensive. Also, it was going to have a much darker tone, apparently. It was going to be much more violent.
Maggie, is that you? Are you all right?
Oh.
How can she be all right? She's bound up in that web.
Robbins. Maggie, I'll try to think of something to free you.
Don't take too long. I think that thing likes me.
Frank seems to be very motivated to help me rescue you now that I have his crystals.
It was very bright of you to think of that. What's your next move, Brains?
Maggie, are you injured?
Not yet, but I'd really like to get out of here before anything worse happens.
The monster seems kind of possessive about you.
Yeah, he definitely likes me. But I don't like him, Boston, and I'd really appreciate it if you get me out of here.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I think that's very fair. So what are we gonna do, kids? So clearly, talking to Maggie is not the right answer.
Drink.
Whoop. Hey, welcome in, Nexu. Welcome in. Thank you for picking up your daily paddle. While I'm thinking about it, do a shout out as VT, who picked up her daily paddle earlier, who I know streams.
Unless we want to end up where Maggie is, we've got to get by this thing.
The obvious plan is for one of us to distract him while the other one slips by.
Maybe you are thinking better, Brink. You want to sneak or distract?
I'll be the diversion.
The one thing I wish this thing wouldn't do is put the text up at the top where it gets hidden behind my
Come
layout.
here, you phlegm, carapace, slime-faced, mucus-brained, furry-legged abductor of luminously intelligent but pulchritudinous earth women. Lo, you idiot! Why are you standing there?
I'm still trying to figure out what you said.
Move your silly buttocks, you fool!
Pulchritudinous.
Boston, where are you going? I'm over here. Don't leave me.
I have to do something first. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, buddy. Give me a sec. Take care of something. We went up to this area before and looked around at this one rock. It seems very interestingly placed next to a grate. Great.
At this point, I'm ready to try any damn thing.
Push a rock. And there we go. We have now redirected the falls. It is now pouring water down to that grate. The question is, why was it built that way in the first place? I don't know.
Where were you? This monster has me trapped.
Boston, where have you been?
I've diverted some of the water from the falls. I thought some of it might flow through here and wash the monster away.
Well, instead, the monster's got Brink trapped up there, and I'm still stuck down here.
All right, let's talk to Brink.
Brink,
Great.
there's a grate down by Maggie. If you can lure the monster over toward it, then when Maggie unclogs the grate, the water I diverted will hit it like a fire hose.
This is seriously your plan?
Do you have a better one?
Maggie, can you get the grate open?
Has anybody thought of the fact that if it does spout water like a fire hose, I'm right here?
That's a good point, Maggie. Hold on tight.
Why do I hold on tight when I'm unclogging a grate?
Thank you, Chancel, for the
That's
resub.
why you get
Meow.
the big bucks.
11 months. Thank
Do
you.
it then.
We're almost to the
Just
first
do
year.
it. It's only my life anyway.
That's going to happen during Pride Month. The stream
Come on,
anniversary.
you ponderous exoskeleton.
Ponderous exoskeleton.
Eating lobster face, cave dwelling arthropoidal elementary sphincter muscle.
Sphincter muscle. I love his word usage. He's, except for the whole drugs thing, He's a great character. That did work.
Maggie, you made it.
How's my hair?
You're worried about your...
I was joking, Boston. You know, like you strong, manly types do when you just about get killed.
These are
Maggie's
always
safe
spiders. It's more of
I
a
satisfied
lobster.
our little deal. So give me my crystals and let me get back to work.
Brink, it's time for us to work together on...
I said give them to me! Take one more step closer, Maggie, and you'll wish you were back with that giant lobster.
He sure is weird.
Now what?
I've been getting the feeling that the ghosts want us to help them. As if they were stuck and wanted out.
Stuck how?
Well, the library consoles seem to indicate that they may have left this world for another. What if they want to come back, but can't?
I don't know. How will we go about helping? Assuming that's what they want, and they wouldn't eat us when they got back.
Beats me. I'm just interpreting.
She is just the interpreter.
Robbins,
So, let's talk about Brink.
as worried as I am for Brink, I can't help feeling a little angry at him.
He's wacko, nuts, out of his mind with greed. He's not himself. It's those damn crystals.
You're correct.
You handled that whole business with the Great pretty well, Maggie.
I hate to admit it, but it was a good idea you had. Not everybody thinks of diverting a waterfall.
I mean, it was sort of, what was my other plan at this point?
Do you have any idea what it was you did to attract the thing to you?
I don't wear perfume, and heaven knows this outfit isn't exactly alluring.
It's a
I was just sitting there.
astronaut outfit.
Apparently that's enough.
That's usually enough for very lonely men on Earth.
Oh,
As for this monster,
burn!
I'd just as soon not have another date like that anytime soon.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Now that you can read the library inscriptions, can you make any sense out of this?
It didn't even look like the same language to me before. But now I can see the relationship between this writing and the things I read in the library.
What does it say?
It seems to be talking about an important thing, I don't know what, that was hidden
Any hints about where?
on the other side of the hole, so that none may enter. Then it tells how to, pull back this part of entrance, whatever that means. It's pretty vague.
There are some things that man was not meant to understand.
Yeah, but this one even woman is having a hard time with.
I love the crackly dialogue, you know, it's very well written.
Have you learned anything about those metal plates?
The shapes are all significant in their written language. They're also rich with symbolism in their culture.
But you have no clue what they have to do with navigation, right?
That's right. I'm a clue-free zone on that one.
Where are those ghosts when you really need them?
They only show up when they think they need us.
After seeing what they've done to Brink, we'd better think long and hard before we start duplicating these back on Earth.
Don't worry. We're probably never going back there. And
Dark.
even if we do, I doubt anyone will ever be able to figure out this alien science.
Also dark.
You were starting to tell me something before Bob the Lobster came to pick you up for your date.
Just a sample of what I was reading. Nothing significant. What mattered is that I could understand it. I've caught on to how their language works.
When I called you before you were kidnapped, I was trying to tell you that it worked. I revived the alien.
Was it angry? Glad?
He didn't kill me, if that's what you mean. He talked to me, but I didn't understand anything he said. Maggie, we've got to find a way to communicate with the alien inventor.
I know, Boston. He's the only one who can answer our questions.
Okay, so we
He's
need to go
also
back
the
there,
only
clearly.
one who knows for sure how to get us home. I never would have found out anything from the map room if there hadn't been all those engraved keys lying around. Almost as if they were left for us.
Only intelligent beings would have been able to figure out how to use them.
Maggie, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
I meant any being over the intellectual level of, say, a baboon.
Oh, now you're making me blush. I still can't believe you were able to decode an alien tongue.
I didn't say I was fluent. And they designed it so foreigners like me could decode it.
A designed language, in other words.
You won't believe what I found, Maggie. The central island and the 5 rock spires around it aren't just connected by underwater trams. There are also light bridges leading from the spires to this amazingly transparent crystal above the center island.
A bridge made from light?
I know, it doesn't make any sense, but it's true.
Their technology is so far advanced beyond ours that I don't know if anything could surprise me now.
If they can make bridges out of light, you have
Oh
to
God,
wonder if
are we
they can
going
make
into this
anything else.
conversation again?
You mean light beer?
I was thinking more of a lighthouse.
Aliens are conlangers? Conlangers? Let's go. Okay. Let's go.
What do you think of our situation now, Maggie?
You want the truth, Boston? I thought I had faced reality when Brink died. But when that monster carried me off, I finally understood what it means to be in an alien place. Nothing here is
hi,
going
Ari
to go the way
Ari.
we expect it.
Welcome in.
There's no guarantee there even is a way home.
We have had some help from the ghosts.
Help? They have their own ideas of what they want us to do. They don't care whether we get home or not.
But I do, and you do, so we're not giving up.
Oh, I know. I'll keep on searching and trying to understand. Even if I die here, I'll at least know something about the place before I croak, right?
Yeah,
I guess
food is
that's a
still an
comfort.
interesting question.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get tired. I've done a lot of digging.
And I've done so much reading, my eyes ache.
Fair.
Thanks.
I'd advise self-care, but I don't know how you're supposed to do that in this environment. Ah, people who make constructed languages. Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't understand what... I didn't know that word. I have to look that up later. Conlangers. Huh. Constructed languages. But hey, if it helps get the idea across to a literally alien species, then I suppose the constructed language did its job, right? How you doing, Ari? How you doing, cutie? This game is pretty.
It's shimmering. A light that doesn't seem real. As if it's just on the edge of existence.
It makes me think of something. Something I saw earlier. Or maybe I read it.
Robbins. Can you look at this inscription, Maggie? Does it say anything that might help?
It wasn't clear to me before, but now I can see. Boston, it exactly describes that strange field of almost light.
What does it say?
It's a set of instructions. Now it makes perfect sense. I just twist this.
Everything's so simple when you read the directions.
If we didn't know better, we'd think that island had been there for 1,000,000 years.
Slightly out of phase, apparently.
This island was brought back from another dimension. This island was brought back from another dimension.
Okay. Oh, there's a door opening. Astronauts go down to
What was
hole.
so important that they left us exact instructions on how to get here?
Maybe that metal plate over there.
That's the fourth one. If it's like the metal plates on Attila, these four should fit together in that triangle matrix.
Yes, but there's no guarantee that putting them together will take us anywhere we want to go.
Yeah.
You had the most cheerful thoughts, Ms. Robbins.
If you had been abducted by a monster and then half drowned, you might be pessimistic too.
But you lived.
Hair.
And your hair looks terrific again.
You sure know how to make a girl feel good.
Oh my god,
We
so
better go
90s.
find Brink again. In case these metal plates do the job.
He threatened to kill me the last time I saw him. Maybe it would be safer if we leave him and send an expedition back to get him later. An armed expedition.
There's no guarantee we'll ever get back. For all we know, this is a one-way trip.
You're right. We can't leave him. He scares me, Boston. Worse than the monster.
They're both just hungry for something.
But Brink is smarter, more dangerous.
We're smart too. Let's go.
So here's a really interesting fucking question. This is an astronaut expedition. Nobody brought a sidearm? Like, do astronauts bring sidearms into space? I imagine, like, weight would be a concern, so they wouldn't carry something like that. I imagine that might make sense in a spacewalk, but there's that whole backpack full of equipment. There no sidearm in there? Certain ones, Nexu says. It's always one thing that I found very odd. It's like, this is an American space expedition and nobody has a goddamn sidearm or even a Bowie knife. What the heck? Who are you and what have you done with American astronauts? For example, Soviets had to have sidearms because Siberian bears. See, that makes sense. But I think there's also a certain amount of this game was designed to be playable and marketed to kids. So, no weapons. I think that's, I don't know, the best explanation I can come up with, really. Whoa!
That was a powerful one.
Commander Lowe, can you hear me?
Brink.
Brink, we're looking for you. We've got the last of the metal plates and we...
Listen to me, Commander. I'm trapped. I need your help.
Where are you?
It's near one of the light bridges. An arched bridge over a waterfall, and then into a crevice in the rock. You must have been there. You're the one who's been turning on all the light bridges, aren't you?
Hold tight, we're on our way.
Hold tight! Very funny.
All right. Content warning. This is one of those things that I always find very interesting. This is a game designed for children. Content warning. Body horror. I'm going to put it up in like, I don't have an actual way to do this setup, but it's like content warning. Body horror. Content warning. Body horror. To my knowledge, American astronauts never have brought guns with them because every gram brought to space is expensive, and you're not expected to need a gun. Yeah, like I said, weight is definitely an issue. But it's like not even like a survival knife? I mean, that even seems like the sort of thing that would be useful on a spacewalk. Although I suppose radioactivity might be an issue when you're dealing with cosmic rays in orbit. I don't know. I'm not an astronaut. I don't pretend to know. I do not pretend to know everything. Waterfall. Mentioned a waterfall. I only know of one, like, good waterfall area. And I mentioned a bridge. Hi, Brink.
You've just got your hand jammed in the rock? I thought you were in real trouble, Brink.
When would it be real trouble, Commander? When it's your hand?
I don't go sticking my hand in the cracks.
I was reaching for a life crystal, and then the rock shifted. My circulation is cut off. No blood is getting to my hand. You can't pull me out, Commander. Don't leave me to die here, even if you have to cut off my hand.
Don't be so dramatic, Brink. Nobody's going to cut off your hand.
Don't make promises you might not be able to keep, Maggie.
Are you serious? He's just got a stuck hand.
It's a race to see whether gangrene kills him before he dies of thirst or starvation.
You'd cut it off.
Of course he would. The military trains you to recognize necessity, and do it.
It would be easier if I had anything to cut it with.
Chew it off, then!
Oh, I would, Brink. But human teeth can't bite through bone.
After all that's happened to us, this may be the most horrible.
Do something, Commander! Do it now!
Okay, chat, you need to tell me something. Do you want me to show this scene? Or do you want me to go to the just chatting screen while this scene plays out? Content warning, content warning, content warning. Body horror. Come on. Chat, what are your limits? I would not mind, but I don't know about others. Classic games are often most freaky. Oop, another shake. See, here's the thing. This game was originally going to be a lot more violent. There was going to be another astronaut in the crew, and they would die horribly. Like, just reading the development cycle notes for this game is... Oof, it was originally going to be a lot more violent. They toned it way the fuck down for a children's audience, but somehow this scene still made it into the final production. All right. Here we go. I might step away for this scene.
You're going to saw off his hand with a jawbone?
The teeth are razor sharp.
What about anesthetic?
Do it, Commander!
Brace yourself, Brink. I can't believe you endured so much pain without fainting.
I'm fine. But I'll need more crystals.
Come with us to the Triangle Matrix. We've got all the metal plates. You think it's gonna take us home?
You don't know where it's going to take you. I'd rather gather more life crystals.
What if it does take us home, Brink? What if we can't come back and get you? Do you want to stay here forever? Then what will happen to your research into the life crystals?
Yes, I see your point. I'll go with you to try out these metal plates. But if it doesn't get us home, then you two will stop interfering with me from then on. All right? You agree we have a deal?
Agreed.
All right, all right.
And we're back at the Nexus, and the whole team is here. Notice one thing, he did take all of our life crystals. We have none in our inventory. Impending! Welcome in! Thank you for picking up your daily pedal.
Do what? What's happening?
Nothing is happening, that's what.
That's not exactly nothing, Brink.
It's a door. You think Earth is on the other side? I think nothing is on the other side.
What did you expect? The Tooth Fairy to come and fly us all home? The door opened. Let's go see what's in there.
We had a deal. I came, these metal plates did not take us home, and now you will have to leave me alone forever. You gave me your word, and I expect you to keep it.
He is definitely insane.
Is that your opinion as a journalist?
It's my opinion as a sane person.
So, again, I don't exactly agree with this betrayal about, like, this was the 90s. This was in the middle of America's failed drug war, the war on drugs, which, as we know from statements from members of the Nixon administration, was just an attempt by the Nixon administration to raid meetings of leftists, including people of color, people who were, anti-Vietnam, and it was this whole cultural thing, the war on drugs. And that is why it is such a huge thing in this game. I very much disagree with this betrayal. I'm presenting this game as it is. Presenting the art as it is. That doesn't mean that we can't criticize it. For things that it obviously gets wrong. Now, you can have a debate about how you would write this better, with a more modern perspective on drugs. We could have that debate about how you would rewrite it. But also, Orson Scott Card was kind of
I
a...
saw something like this in the museum display. This machine was the greatest of the inventor's achievements.
What does it do?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think it might send us home?
Right now, it's doing nothing.
Here's the funny thing. Orson Scott Card was a really good writer. at first. Then it became clear over time that without an editor, Orson Scott Card was just, it, you know, is the drug Mormonism or is the drug not the Mormonism? You tell me. And I can make that joke as a survivor of that particular cult.
It looks like there's a part missing here. There's a gap. Looks like a life crystal would fit perfectly in here.
Soon I'll be able to make a flower. Cool. Why are you making flowers? When you can make whole gardens. That's what I do.
I don't know what to do with this device.
I want to know what holds that stone pathway up. Also, I don't like hurting the puppies. I don't like hurting the puppies.
Sorry, bird. You'll have to find a new home.
Let's go look at the middle now that it's done. It looks like there's something in there.
It doesn't look safe to walk there. Robbins. We've got to try and turn on the inventor's machine. It's the only way to find out what it does.
What do we do? Search all these islands for a part when we don't even know what it looks like? Where are all those helpful hints now?
The hints were about things they deliberately hid to keep them safe. But this missing part, what if it was stolen? Or just corroded away?
Then all of this would be for nothing. Boston, somebody knows what the missing part does, and maybe even where it is.
Well, I don't know.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about somebody who was sealed in a crystal pyramid.
Ah.
Maggie, we've got to find a way to communicate with the alien inventor.
I know, Boston. He's the only one who can answer our questions.
He's also the only one who knows for sure how to get us home. As worried as I am for Brink, I can't help feeling a little angry at him.
He's wacko, nuts, out of his mind with greed. He's not himself. It's those damn crystals.
You still hanging in there?
Self-care
I'm okay,
check.
Boston. Don't worry about me.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get tired. I've done a lot of digging.
And I've done so much reading, my eyes ache.
Thanks.
Say something profound. Oh. So we need to go to the Tomb Spire. Because we need to talk to Mr. Inventor in the Big Pyramid. Okay. So over here. This should be interesting. Elevator. Go down. Sad about to hurt puppies. Sad.
That'll
Puppies.
teach you guys not to mess with Boston Low. Space Commander.
Who says that?
It's the remains of a huge creature.
Guess what we can't do? We can't do shit without the fucking life crystals. We're gonna have to go confront Utger Brink, aren't we? You know, let's check back at the map, Spire. Let's see if the life crystal basin has any crystals in it. Unless Brink's got into those too. Don't know. Let's find out. It's been 30 years since I played through this. Let's find out. Hi, Robbins. Well, let's go to the map. Spire. VM Spire. Ah, yes. There are still some in here.
Maybe I should take one more life crystal.
We're gonna need
It won't do anything.
a few. We need one to revive the inventor, and 2 for the machine. So, 3. Actually, let's get another while we're here. I want to say we're going to need a couple of conversations with the inventor. I don't remember exactly. It's been 30 years since I played this. Best guess 4. Best guess. Spire to Spire. Yeah, I also can't do anything without life crystals. Thank you, Nexu. Exactly. Now the question is, how do you define life crystals? Sugar? Salt? Cheese? Bacon? Potatoes? They sort of strike me as being about potato size. Just green. Green potato. Potato, 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 potato. Speaking of green potatoes, let's have a chit chat. Have a green potato. Yes, I agree, Nexu.
Here's where my alien education either pays off or we die.
Die?
As long as I don't accidentally offend him, we'll be okay.
Aklash Park.
He says, open your mouth, which is their way of saying speak.
You do the talking, Maggie, so you can understand each other.
Speak.
Thank you for helping us.
I will only have helped you when you give up your foolish plan.
We're not giving up.
My only consolation is that true death comes closer with each dying.
What?
Good job of translating, Maggie.
He speaks very slowly and clearly. But I'm also pretty damn good. Are you sure we want to leave? He's a living encyclopedia.
No, we still have dialogue options we haven't done there. What the heck just happened? Get back here. Get back here. I'm trying to talk to you, god damn it. Get back here.
Speak.
Okay. So, clicking on the machine ended the conversation.
Did you invent the life crystals? To raise the dead is the greatest achievement we've seen.
What raises the dead can debase the living.
Are there side effects to the crystals?
What the crystals create is not a life, but a slave.
So when the life crystals restore you, you aren't really alive?
They restore the cells and the organs, but take away all that made the life worth living.
Then why did you make them?
Our society became obsessed with living eternally. I underestimated the breadth and danger of the obsession. The crystals are the second worst mistake I made.
Who are you, Honored One?
The bringer of misfortune.
Please tell me who you are.
I am the doer who undoes, the creator who uncreates. And yet, I would gladly be the destroyer who undestroys, the dangerous one who protects.
There's a lot of contradictions there. How do you square that circle?
Speak plainly. Tell us who you are.
Once, I was hailed as the greatest mind my people ever produced. I tried to bring them power and happiness. I gave them power to leave this world, to leave their bodies, to enter an existence as pure mind, eternally perfect. But I could not give them the power to return and reclaim their abandoned bodies, their decaying world. They are lost and cannot return.
Have you a name?
I had a name when I was alive. Now that I am again and again dead, what need have I for names? My body is now so ancient that the crystals scarcely have power over me. I rise for a few minutes, and then I fall again. Soon, I will cease to rise at all. Only then will my grief end. I want no name or memory to live after me.
Okay.
The creatures who live here now, did you people know of them, or did they come later?
Millions of years have passed since then. What once were pets or companions have followed their own evolutionary paths. They have become as beautiful or as terrible, as clever or as stupid as it was in them to be.
The monster who captured me, are there any more of them?
That one did not evolve. It was made. And there are as many of them as are needed.
So just the one. Got it.
The island we found, where was it hidden?
It left this reality, but only a little way. It can come back, because it never fully left.
The island moves in and out of our reality?
It loses substance with every passage. We thought we could take our world with us into Space-Time 6. It could not be done.
When something leaves our reality, where does it go?
To a place where time is infinite in all directions. But because it does not move along a single line, it can never be predicted or controlled. Those who go there from here cannot change anything.
Heisenberg uncertainty
They are
principle.
nothing but observers. Forever.
The light bridges are magnificent. We never dreamed that people could walk on light.
Ah, yes. We were happily surprised at how convenient those light strands turned out to be. If we had known, we would not have bothered to build the trams.
If you were surprised that the lights could be used as bridges, what did you create them for?
When all the bridges are complete, the eye will see.
When you say the eye will see, you aren't talking about our eyes, are you?
An eye that can see the 3 dimensions of time, as well as the 3 dimensions of space. It will show you beauty beyond belief. But once you have seen Space-Time 6, will you ever see Space-Time 4 again? The eye may be open, but the mind hasn't the strength to see.
And that's it for our discussion about the light bridges. Interesting.
Why was your tomb so carefully hidden?
So only the most persistent, the most clever, and therefore the most dangerous of visitors would find me.
Why has your body been preserved so carefully?
Since all the evil in this place was my fault, I chose to be its guardian forever.
If what you did was bad, why do the museum displays give you so much honor?
There was a time when my creations were thought to be good. I believed it myself, or I would never have created them.
How long will you remain here?
Until the last of my mistakes is rectified, or until the life crystals lose their power out of miserable death.
And that's it?
We want to go home.
That is the wish of all living creatures. It is a vain wish, for there is no true home. All intelligence wanders and has no rest.
Gross over's generalization.
The probe you sent out brought us here. We want to go back to our home planet.
Another one of our terrible mistakes. We sent out those probes when we thought we had found the glorious secrets of the universe. We could not call them back. Thus, I remain here to warn all those who come in answer to an invitation we wish we had not sent.
Warning us won't do any good unless we can get back home to Earth to tell other humans.
There are 2 ways to protect your planet. One is if you return and warn them to stay away. The other is if you never return at all. Which warning do you think will be more effective?
The problem with that is humans have this interesting habit of, like, going and looking. If you don't tell us what happened, eventually the curiosity gets the better of us.
Tell us how to get back to Earth. I beg you.
If my people could return from Space-Time 6 where they have gone, they would rebuild the starport. They would make a crystal ship which would take you back to your planet. But they will never find their way back home.
Interesting. So we're back to this again.
The machine in your laboratory, what does it do?
Where the lights all shine, it opens the eye.
The eye. Does that mean the crystal at the meeting place of the light bridges? The machine generated this eye.
The eye sees into all space and time. And where the eye sees, the mind can fly.
You haven't really answered the question.
Was this eye the doorway into the place where your people went?
A door that can be crossed only one way.
You don't know that. If someone has a strong enough tie to reality,
You think you are stronger than all my people? Even they, the strongest race known, could not overcome the temptation before it was too late.
Ants also come looking for their missing. Their bodies contain a pheromone that leads the ants back to their corpse so they can be picked up and buried. Exactly.
if we bring your people back to this world, then they can build a starship to take us home to Earth. It's our only chance. Maybe we'll fail, but you must let us try.
Since you think you are stronger and wiser than my people, I will let you have the fruit of your pride. I will tell you how to find the piece I hid, if you know how to ask. But it will cost you more than you ever imagined.
Part.
Please, don't play any more games with us. Where is the missing piece?
You cannot understand what will begin if you activate the eye. You cannot bear to pay what it will cost you.
Yes, you've warned us. Now where is the piece?
Go to the map with this message and see what it shows you. I have said enough.
That's it. That's all the conversation options we've got.
Thank you for helping us.
Help yourselves by giving up. Never look into the impossible eye. You don't have the strength to return from that place.
Creator's engraving. Okay. We have a new rod. Creator's engraving. Let's examine this. Alien meets indomitable human spirit. Exactly. So this is the silver one. We have red hex. Red hex. Blue triangle. And green triangle. I've written it down. Exactly. Next here. Okay, so we need to go to the map room. Map Spire. Okay, this is the map device. What do we got? Okay, red. Hexagon. Red hexagon. Blue triangle. Green triangle. You have to go all the way through the entire sequence. Goes there automatically as soon as you get there. Ah, I remember that spot.
So that's where the part is.
Assuming he gave us the right code.
Such cheerful thoughts, Miss Robbins. I believe that is over. Actually, I think that's on the same spire we're on right now. No. That's over on Map Spire. If it's this way past the map. I think. No, not here. Need to go through the nest. This one here, the beach. Eye part.
I wish I knew what's going to happen when I get this piece back in place.
Do we have 2 life crystals? We do. Go up to the light bridge. And then go to the cathedral spire. Doesn't look like there's anything else on this spire except for the eye machine. Another waterfall with a bridge, though. Suppose Brink has another hand we could chop off. Oh god, I can't believe I made that joke. That was dark. I almost regret that. Hi, Brink.
Where have you been?
Where have we been?
I need your crystals. All of them. Right now!
Come on, Brink. How many crystals can one man use?
Not for me, you fools. I need them for my machine. For science. Research. Give them to me!
Machine? What are you talking about?
I'm through talking! I'm not going to let anybody stand between me and the greatest scientific achievement in history!
I only have these few crystals left, Brink, but I'll be glad to share some of them if you want.
All of them! You didn't share anything, Lo. I took them! And it's a good thing you didn't fight me. I would have killed you to get these.
You would have tried.
You two will be nothing but a footnote in the annals of my achievements.
He didn't damage the machine part, did he?
Doesn't even know it exists. Unfortunately, we can't activate the machine without those crystals. So we're gonna need to go deal with Brink. I don't want to hurt the guy, but Luger Brink, our Luger Brink died when he fell down the hole into the Nexus. This thing is almost like a zombie. This is one of the reasons why I really object to this portrayal of, you know, drug addiction. He's over on the tomb spire, isn't he? That's the planetarium. Cathedral. Tomb. Okay. How long can a team of 3 individuals survive without food and water? You'd think they'd at least have emergency rations. Yeah, well. Don't want to hurt the guy. Harm reduction. Harm reduction.
Get away from here! I won't let you break my life crystal machine!
We don't want to break anything.
My machine isn't working yet. Yes, gloat if you want to. I've studied all the inscriptions. Maggie's not the only one who can decipher strange languages. I followed the plans I found, but there's still something missing, and without it the machine won't work. So if you think you can steal my life crystals again, Commander Lowe, think again. I'll kill you first, and believe me, no one will ever revive you.
Actually, you've robbed me twice, and I only robbed you once. So you're still 1 ahead.
Don't joke with me!
Don't joke with him, Boston.
What are you doing here? I have no need for your help. I won't stand here and let you distract me from my achievements.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do here?
What are you doing here? I have no need for your help.
Brink. There are side effects to the life crystals, Brink. They change your personality. They seem to be making you crazy.
Yes, the poor, ignorant fools who slog through the mud of inferior mental functions. They look at brilliance and call it madness.
Brink, there's a dead alien sealed inside a crystal tomb.
In a culture that can raise the dead, they probably have a good reason when they choose to bury somebody instead of reviving him. Now leave me alone.
About the...
I don't have time to waste on foolish discussion of nothing.
What do you...
I don't have time to waste on foolish discussion of nothing.
When the eye is activated, it's a doorway into infinity. We can go in and come out anywhere. Home, Brink. That's what this is all about. To go home with everything we found. All we need is enough life crystals to get it running.
I won't give you any life crystals. Do you think I'm a fool? Everything you say to me is a lie. You are both animals, victims of your base animal instincts.
About the...
I don't have time to waste on foolish discussion of nothing.
God,
Brink,
what
I
a
have
jerk.
to tell you, you're exhibiting signs of advanced dementia. You're paranoid, violent, and manic.
I know you're saying these things to try to gain power over me, and if you don't shut your mouth, I'll shut it for you.
Oh, good, good. That's not animalistic. Just resort to violence. Cool.
We're on the verge of opening a gateway in the fabric of reality. If it works, we think it might lead us home.
Yes, you and Maggie can go home. Do you think I don't know you secretly plan to leave me behind and take credit for everything yourselves?
Wow, okay.
I think I know what piece is missing from your machine.
How can you know anything about this? You're not a scientist. You're just a strutting tin soldier.
I think it's the same piece that the eye generator needed. I think it's the key to all this technology. The alien inventor hid it because without it, none of the machines he considers dangerous will work.
Why would the creator of life crystals think they were dangerous?
Because the crystals make you feel so good that they take over your life. All you care about is getting more of them.
Hey!
He said it was the second worst mistake
Even
he
nice.
made.
Yes, this is a full body model.
And the worst mistake?
The eye.
So you and Maggie, you keep telling me I'm crazy. Mistake.
I'll make you a deal, Brink.
Sorry.
Yes, like the deal you made before. I keep my part.
And we're
but you go
talking
back
space
on it.
crystal
I
drugs,
didn't
yep.
go back on it. I just wanted to talk about it with you first.
No deals with liars and thieves.
Brink, you need what I had to make your machine work. But if it works, then you'll have plenty of life crystals.
And
right?
yay, I meant fully rated model.
You
Yeah.
could share them with us and it wouldn't cost you anything, right?
I was going to show you my feetsies, but it made the game stop.
If you have the missing parts, yes.
That's my deal. Your machine, my part. 50-50 on the life crystals.
I know you plan to cheat me.
We won't even come near the machine when it's running. You divide up the life crystals.
Then what's to stop me from keeping them all?
Because I am trained as a military man, Brink. And if I ever actually decide to fight you, I don't care how strong and healthy you are. You will lose. And then I will take them all. Got it?
Get your missing part and put it in my machine. Even liars and thieves can bargain as long as they watch each other very carefully.
Half the life crystals, Brink. Remember?
You don't scare me, you hairless monkey.
I'm shocked this old game didn't like being minimized. Yeah. It does not handle it well. It has to be focused or it won't run.
It fits perfectly. This is how the aliens designed the life crystal machine to work.
Nothing's happening.
Yes, it is. It's vibrating. Be patient. Who knows how fast it's supposed to work? We'll just have to wait.
Suits me fine. We'll split them 50-50, right?
Of course.
50-50. Look, there's one. another!
2.
Is that all? Just 2? I need more than 2.
I don't know about that, Brink, but it's a sure thing I need more than 1. You still have all the crystals you stole from me and every other place on these islands.
Don't touch them!
50-50, you said, Brink. Well, you must have hundreds of life crystals. It's not even 50-50 if I take these 2.
I knew you were a liar and a cheat.
You weren't gonna let me have even one of these.
I'll make the machine even better. It will produce more.
Not till we're gone, it won't. I need that machine part to run the eye generator.
You will take nothing from this machine, you lying thief!
Once the eye is working, you can either come back with us to Earth, or you can stay here, take the part out of the eye generator and put it back in your own machine. Just have a little patience.
No! My machine is stopping! You've wrecked my machine! You're a dead man!
Brink, please. We don't have to fight. You can have the part back after we're done with it.
Everything you say is a lie!
Maggie, tell him.
If you say a word, Maggie, I'll kill you too!
Brink, don't make me hurt you.
You won't hurt me when you're dead!
Brink! Oh, Maggie, please believe me. I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't want him dead.
It wasn't Brink who died here. Brink died when he fell down the hole when we first arrived. What just fell over the cliff was someone else. Someone alien. Created by those death crystals.
Okay, I need a BRB. Which wants to do an ad break? Let's come back to this. Brink dead again. Here. VN? What do you... So with LucasArts, they have distinctive styles for a VN. What do you mean VN? Yeah, it's more of a point-and-click adventure game. Not sure what you mean by VN.
Robbins. Poor Brink. Dying one miserable death wasn't good enough.
Whatever died the second
visual
time,
novel.
it wasn't Brink. It was the evil of the crystals manifested in Brink's body.
I don't like the idea of declaring a person. Well, it's just doesn't feel right.
I feel like I'm just what he called me. A traitor. A liar.
You were dealing with a madman. You were trying to save him, too.
Do you think we should try this part in the eye?
It's probably our only chance of getting home.
We've got to try and turn on the inventor's machine. It's the only way to find out what it does.
Well, we've got the part.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get tired. I've done a lot of digging.
And I've done so much reading, my eyes ache.
Thanks.
Cathedral Spire. So we should have two. Yes, we have two, and that's exactly what we need. VN is sort of my brain's equivalent is style of game, which is very story-heavy and minimum focus on inputs. So much that my brain is focused on puzzles and intricate stories. Gotcha. Yeah, the actual classification is a point-and-click adventure game. But yeah, I'm not disagreeing with your terminology or your classification at all. It's one of those Venn diagram things. It can be multiple things, you know?
The alien was right. This thing has already killed one of us. But it's back in place.
Alright. Here we go.
The crystals Brink died for.
Hey, Luna!
Gay is in. Gay is hot. I want some gay. Gay it's gonna
Gay
be.
it's gonna be. Welcome in, Luna. How you doing? We've got kind of serious here. Because, you know, we've had two characters, or rather the same character die twice now. Our space astronaut's not doing too well, but they're getting on towards the end, so I guess spoiler warning if you care about such things. I'm good, how are you? I had a massive cold over the weekend. Fortunately, it's mostly past now. Hey, Maggie.
Robbins. Poor Brink. Dying one miserable death wasn't good enough.
We are
Whatever
playing
died
a
the
game
second
from
time, it wasn't
1995.
Brink. It was the evil of the crystals manifested in Brink's body.
Oh, for sure. I think there's more point and click is largely a game style. We don't see much anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I actually kind of wish there was a little bit more of that, but it's sort of been taken over by sort of the visual novel genre, I feel like, these days. And much of the game style that would have been point and click, let's say 15 years ago, be made as a visual style. No, yeah, I think we're saying the exact same thing here, Voss Lotus. Oh, I'm sorry. Glad it's mostly past now. Yeah, me too. How's your subathon going, Luna? I wanted to play DRG with you, but I was very content to wait till you were done.
I feel like I'm just what he called me. A traitor. A liar.
You were dealing with a madman. You were trying to save him, too.
Do you think we should try this part in the eye?
It's never
Probably
ending.
our
Yeah,
only
I've
chance of
seen.
getting home.
That is actually something I was kind of concerned about. So, here's the thing, Luna. I have a friend who's also a streamer by the name of Faust and did an uncapped subathon. It went on for a year. He burned out. That's why I'm a little concerned for, like, your mental and physical health. If you're having fun, then hell yeah, I encourage you to keep going, Luna. But know where your boundaries are, okay? I'll be there to support you every step of the way, but know where your boundaries are, okay? I'm gonna plan for some DRG next week sometime. Hell yeah, let me know when. I want in. I'm doing great and having fun, and as soon as I'm not, I'll change things. That sounds good. We're very big on, like, boundaries around here. You tell us where your boundaries are, we will absolutely support you. Faust made a deal with the devil for a year-long subathon. Well, Faust TTV. He's a friend of mine. We used to, we were real-life friends. We hung out a lot. I then moved away from the area, and, like, we're still friends. We don't see each other as much. And, like, he's been streaming for a couple of years now. Like I said, had a, uncapped subathon that went on for, like, a year. It went up into the thousands of hours. And that's why I get a little concerned. But, you know, as long as Luna knows where her boundaries are, then it's like I can only support that. Because, you know, in the end, people's boundaries are what matter. I mean, if the subathon goes that long, it's, in a way, that's sustainable for me. I could quit my job, which would be my dream, to be honest. Yeah, that's true, but at what cost to your mental and physical health? Keep your boundaries in mind. And it's totally understandable if you need to sort of figure out where your boundaries are as you go along. I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm trying to figure out where my boundaries are in terms of streaming. One of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm thinking of going to Thursday and Friday, 2 days a week, but that's 3 streams a week because there are 2 on Friday. That gives me 3 days in the beginning half of the week for me to do things like doctor's appointments and working on editing our VTM Vampire the Masquerade game. Show, Blood of the Triad. Gives me some time to work on that. I'm hoping that once the editing on the season is done, I'll go back to, like, more streaming. But again, it's one of those things where you have to sort of feel your way as you go along and, like, feel out your boundaries as you go. And like I said, I'm here to respect your boundaries. That's what I do. So yeah, let me know how I can support you. And fuck yeah, let's do a DRG stream. Just tell me when. I will make my schedule around what you tell me. I make up my schedule on, like, Sunday. So if you want me to put it on my schedule, just let me know on, like, the Sunday before. Alright, let's go back to Maggie.
You're the one who read the alien books. What exactly happens when we turn it on with enough life crystals in it?
It would have taken me years to
Okay,
read everything.
thank you, Luna.
Boston,
Yeah, just let me know.
and I didn't understand half of what I read. But there's no doubt that this machine is dangerous. The alien warned us it might cost us more than we expected.
What does that mean?
It might mean that just turning on the machine might kill us.
You mean he booby-trapped the thing?
I mean that the machine may draw on more than life crystals. It may drain the life out of whoever uses it.
Then I'm running the controls.
Don't be absurd. It might do nothing, too. Or it could kill whoever isn't at the controls.
You don't know.
I just want to tell you.
No goodbyes. We're gonna make it home together, Maggie.
I'm not sentimental, Boston. I wasn't going to say goodbye. I just want you to promise me something.
After you saw me break every promise I made to Brink, you want me to make another one to you?
What happened with Brink couldn't be helped, Boston. I know you'll keep your word with me.
What's the promise?
If I die and you live, don't use any life crystals on me. Don't revive me. Do you understand?
Are you sure?
I saw what Brink became. I don't want that to happen to me. You wouldn't be saving Maggie Robbins. You'd be creating a monster with my memories, my face. Don't do it. Promise me.
I promise, Maggie. And vice versa, okay?
All right.
And now you tell me the truth about something, Maggie. Are you sure you didn't find out somewhere that something bad happens to the person at the controls of this machine?
I knew that voice.
Boston,
Robert
I
Patrick.
don't know any more than you do about what will
Yes,
happen
yes.
when I switch this thing on.
If that's a lie, I'm gonna be really ticked off, Maggie.
Commander Boston Lowe is voiced by Robert
Yeah,
Patrick.
I know. Here we go. It's stuck. I'll have to pry it open.
Be careful. Maggie! Maggie, you liar! You knew this would happen.
The eye.
It worked. The eye is restored.
Worth it then. Go home.
You just took a particle accelerator to the face. That's everybody but Commander Lowe. The entire party from Earth dead. And she set a boundary with us. No reviving her. And because we're big on boundaries here, we're going to do exactly what she said. We are not going to revive her. So we are alone. Light bridge away. Here we go. Let's find out what happens. Puppy! Puppy! Oh, Puppy!
I should have known the inventor would have one more trick up his sleeve.
Puppy! You don't want to hurt the puppy. You don't want to hurt the puppy.
That was
Puppy.
the inventor's last chance to stop me.
Puppy.
I will get out into Space-Time 6. I will bring the people of this place back home, and they will build me a starship that will take me back to Earth.
Nothing else, you can tell the story about how everyone in your party died.
I guess this is the real test. Can a practical guy from Earth do what all the builders of this place failed to do?
Yeah, we're all made of particles and matter.
Can
The
I
problem
go
is what
into
happens when they're
Space-Time
streaming at
6
your
and still
face.
find my way back to reality? Only one way to find out.
Beta particles. The brain. Enough beta particles to rip a hole in reality. There was a medical article that I read about a guy who literally had Large Hadron Collider shoot a beta particle through his brain. It was an accident. He got radiation poisoning. Brains love ionizing radiation. Yeah, it's fine. It only breaks apart DNA molecules. It's great. Like I said, radiation poisoning. Nasty. Ever read about radiation poisoning? Ooh, it's not fun. Superpowers, though? Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish superpowers were real. I want to be a magical girl.
I could get lost here real easy. No. No, I'm not going any farther into this place. I'm staying here, where I can get back out again.
You are as strong as we hoped, human.
I can understand you.
In Space-Time 6, all living minds communicate perfectly. You stand at the doorway, human.
You're the
Show us
ghosts.
all the pathway back to life. To reality. To a place where we will someday die, yes, but we will have a life before we die.
Every past and future. I can see them all, but which one is real?
Go back now, human. Take me home. My people have their bodies, their bones, their lives again. We owe you a great debt, Commander Lowe.
All I want, now that my friends are dead, is to go back to Earth and tell the story of how they died.
Why not let them tell their own story?
I wish.
You knew the way home, but I know all the other paths through time and space.
Wait, don't go back there.
I have brought you a gift.
Maggie. Frank. You're alive again.
We were lost, but this being found us and led us back.
Dr. Robbins? Aw. I respected your
Maggie,
boundary.
I thought I'd lost you forever.
So you really didn't try to resurrect me with the crystals?
No, I promised you. And besides, what the crystals bring back from death, it wouldn't have been you.
I know, Boston. You kept your word.
Boundaries.
And yet, you did find a way to bring me back from death.
It wasn't me, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, Boss Lotus. Let's talk
And
about that in a
I'm free of
minute.
the madness of the crystals, too. You did it, Lo.
No, it was our friend here.
No, the credit belongs to you. We once revered a great inventor because he opened the door to unchanging eternity. But you opened the passageway back into true life.
All I am is a guy who wants to get back home.
Already my people are preparing a great crystal starship to take you there.
But we can come back, can't we?
You and any others who wish to come. You are a young people, strong and full of hope and passion. We have much to teach you, and you have much to share with us as well. There will be friendship between our species forever.
I hope you're right. Not all human beings are as, nice as us.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that. All young species are alike that way. But don't worry. If any of your people try to pick a fight, we'll mash them like bugs.
How are
Okay,
you
don't know if
sure?
I like that.
The ship is almost ready.
Don't
Go
know
home
if I
and
like
tell
that.
your people what has been
Might
accomplished.
make right.
Telling the people That's Maggie's job.
And getting us home, that was yours. You did it, Boston.
Thank you, Boston.
We all thank you, Boston Lowe.
I mean, it might have been great for a kid's story, but like, yeah, that's like Luna says, that's ominous. Five sword logic, exactly, Voss Lotus. It's like, I get that this is a game for kids from the 90s, but ooh, if you stop and think about that for even a half a second, there will be friendship between us forever, and if you say no, we'll mash you like bugs. And end credits. All right, let's talk about this. So again, Orson Scott Card and Steven Spielberg were the main names behind this. And it was what? Let me go back and look. 7 years in development? They first talked about it in 1989 and it came out in 95. So, like, 6 years. Oh, yeah. Orson Scott Card. That 3,000% explains the ending. Yeah, the whole, we will be friends forever, or we'll mash you like bugs. Yeah, it's very, like, might makes right. It's a very Orson Scott Card kind of ending. The guy who wrote Ender's Game. The Hive sword logic, exactly. Now, here's a really fun fact. The music of Michael Land in this game was actually pretty highly praised. In 2011, Adventure Gamers rated The Dig at number 92 on its list of the best 100 adventure games of all time, noting that gamers did not know what to make of the game at the time of its release, but adding, strip away the preconceptions, however, what's left behind is a very good game in its own right. In 1996, Games Master ranked The Dig 75th on their top 100 games of all time. Its soundtrack was well received. Chris Greening of Square Enix Music Online gave the soundtrack a 9 out of 10, calling it accessible yet abstract, simple yet deep. And the opening theme, he wrote, much of the composition conveys beauty and serenity, yet there is a certain tragic element, created with the sweeping chord changes and sometimes elegiac motifs. I don't actually know that word. He noted that while much of the album is quite ambient and subdued, it contains numerous subtle variations in its themes. He concluded by saying, the album is surprisingly fulfilling, even on a standalone basis, and that it never fails to immerse and fascinate me. Also, I know it's old, but maybe run the credit. Roll past a few different people, but it's not blue on blue. Yeah! It's really hard to read, isn't it? The blue on blue is really hard to read. I'm glad I'm not the only person that noticed that, Voss Lotus. By the way, I wanted to ask you something, Voss Lotus. Do you stream? The Dig novel by Alan Dean Foster. The Dig audio drama. Yes, really. I am very lightly colorblind, so the darkest blue is completely illegible. You know what? Fair. Fucking fair, Voss Lotus. It's very hard to read. I agree with you. Imagine if you had the right kind of color blindness, this would be absolutely illegible. I absolutely sympathize. Special thanks to George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. The end. I might have streamed once or twice. LucasArts. There you go. That's the game. It doesn't even go back to the main menu or anything. The application just closes. Flat out closed. It doesn't even like give you the option to play it again or anything. It just closed. Somewhat that's because, of course, it's running in Scum VM, which is an emulation layer. Now, let's talk for a little bit about how I want to do this series going forward. I'm going to keep doing more of these games from the 90s. We can take up a discussion if people want to discuss it over on my Discord, the information's down in the About, or over on my link tree, about what we want to do next. But I was thinking of doing Full Throttle next, continuing with the LucasArts games, the LucasArts point-and-click adventures, because Full Throttle got a remaster, surprisingly. And I'm a fan of punk music, so I'm kind of down with that one. You know the engine name already. Yes, Scum VM is the emulation layer. So, okay, little bit of background, technical details. Scum is I believe, the engine that the game runs on. Yeah, the visual engine specifically, Scum. And of course, there is a VM emulation layer in the Steam version that allows it to run on Windows. Because again, this was originally a DOS game in 1995 when it came out. And so most of the Scum engine games from that era, they're all on Steam. You can play them, but it's just they're using Scum VM as an emulation layer so that they will run under Windows. Now, there are a number of games in this series that are actually incredibly popular, and just about everybody's heard of them. Oh, say, Monkey Island. Here's the thing, though. You can see people streaming Monkey Island on any number of other channels. Although I might play Curse of Monkey Island just because I really love it. It's one of my fucking favorite games. I might do Curse of Monkey Island just for the fun of it. But there are a lot of other games in that whole era that I definitely want to stream through. Some of them I've never actually played because, of course, my childhood was kind of hell being a trans kid coming out. But also for other reasons. But let's start with the ones that I know, I think, and then we'll start doing some of the ones I don't know. What do you think? Give me a hot second here. Okay, that works. Let's try the other layout. No, you know what? It renders just fine. And look at that. It works even if I click out of it. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Hang on a second. No. It might be good. Some screens you know that are good. Like, I like full throttle. Hang on a second. Let's go back to just chatting. I don't like the way it's capturing. Give me a second on that one. See if I can fix this. Un momento, por favor. Well, it's like, I like full throttle. So I'm definitely going to do that one. Yeah, I saw some problems there with how it was capturing. Give me a second. Specific window. It's hard to do this in the middle of the stream, but because there wasn't that much left at the dig, I kind of don't have any choice, you know? All right, let's try that. No good. I'm trying to fix it. Give me a sec. Also, you could like pivot to another game if you have it the time set up next stream. Yeah, I might have to do that if this is going to be a brat. Because it is being a bit of a brat right now. Yeah, okay. This is not working. I'd hope to just sort of streamline into the next game, but that's not working. Narf. Narf. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's do this. I'm gonna raid out, and we'll come back to this next week after I've had a week to fix it. Cross my little tiger fingers. In the meantime, let's see who's around. I didn't plan to raid out this early, but like technical difficulties on the next game. Because it's a remaster, it's like the same thing is not working. What the heck is on? You know what? Let's go see Indiana Minotaur. Let's do that. Sorry about this. Technical issues. We'll come back to this. Tomorrow, around noonish, me and Cat and Bose, we're going to stream probably Cults of the Lamb. Different save file this time. Around noonish, same time as this stream. And in the evening, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, we're going to do our Vampire the Masquerade show. And I'm going to probably stick to this Thursday-Friday schedule going forward for a little while until I finish editing. But I do love and appreciate all of you for coming today. I wish things had worked properly, but technical difficulties. All right. See you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for coming, Luna. Thank you for coming, Boss Lotus. Give my love to Indiana Minotaur.